and I want to talk to you a minute about goal setting. And you've probably heard a lot about it because this time of year, people start talking a lot about setting goals, and that's a really good thing. It's good to start off the new year with goals. I see someone's number one goal is to be organized, and let's see if we can take that goal and ramp it up a notch to help bring about some more clarity, a little bit more of a solid goal and an outcome that we're looking for. So let's just jump right into it. I want to help you make smarter goals for 2016. Smart goals are awesome. I'll talk about smart goals, but we're also going to talk about smarter goals. And if you're like, what is he talking about? Well, I'm going to tell you. Most of you know I like acronyms. I like words that you put different, words to each letter of a word, because I love the word focus, and I remind myself to focus by follow one course until successful. And I love other acronyms too. And SMART goals and smarter goals are an acronym that I really enjoy, and it's helped me. It helped me set really good goals last year, looking into 2015, and now I'm using the same process to make smarter goals for 2016. So let's jump into that. S stands for specific. We need to make sure that your goals are specific, and because a lot of times we set goals, I want to lose weight. Well, that's pretty general. Or I want to make more money. Well, again, it's pretty general. If you make a penny more than last year, congratulations, you've made your goal. And there's no real way to track it. There's no real way to be able to make sure that you can measure it, which jumps us into the M. M is measurable. S is smart when you're talking about making smarter goals. M stands for measurable. You want to make sure that it is something that you can measure. It's a number. It's a destination. It's something that you will accomplish that has something that is measurable. Whether it's a number, whether it's something you're wanting to achieve. Like, I'm going to run a marathon. Well, you're going to reach that goal when you cross the finish line. There's something to measure it. So that's the letter M, something that's measurable. I saw someone earlier, they said they want to get organized this year. Well, I think we can make that even more specific. I want to get organized this year. Say that I want to get organized in my closet. I want to get organized in my Amazon business. I want to get organized with my sourcing. And to take it even further than that, I want to, we'll talk about taking it further because that's the rest of the letters for smarter. Get my receipts organized. That's right. Lots of possibilities. A is achievable or attainable. You can use those words interchangeably, but is the goal attainable? Like if I said I want to make $1 billion next year, is that really attainable? Well, right now in my position, I don't think it's very realistic for me to make $1 billion next year, but I want to be able to make sure that I make a goal that is something that will stretch me, but is something that is within reach. You don't want to set goals that are really easy to achieve. You don't want to be like, okay, I'm going to set a goal to get ungated in grocery, and that's your goal. That might be a good broken down goal to get ungated in 5 or 6 categories, and then one of those steps to that goal is getting ungated in grocery or whatever. But make sure it's achievable, it's attainable. You want something that will stretch you, but not something that's so far away that you're going to feel frustrated and give up down the line. So that's A. R is realistic. Again, is this something that's realistic to your current situation? Do you have the funds to be able to make these type of goals? Do you have the support system around you to be able to reach your goals? I've had people tell me, I want to make $100,000 in my first year of selling on Amazon by doing thrift stores and a retail arbitrage. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. That's measurable. It's specific. But is it realistic starting off your first year? I'm not saying it's impossible to do that, because I'm sure it is possible. But is it realistic? And again, you want to have a goal that you're able to reach for, that's not so far off and so hard that when you get halfway through the year or even a month into the year, you get frustrated and you give up. So you need something that's realistic. So that's the R in SMART. And SMART, the T stands for time bound. You want to make sure that you have a deadline. And I don't suggest that all your goals have a deadline of December 31st, 2016. That should not be that could be a deadline for some of your goals, but some goals you need to have something achieved by the end of the month. You need to have something achieved by 6 months from now. You need to have something achieved by the beginning of fourth quarter of next year. You want to make sure that you have deadlines. And of course, when you're making those deadlines, what you want to do is look back to be like, okay, if I want to make sure that I have 3,000 items of inventory in my Amazon FBA business by October 1st, the beginning of Q4, if I want to make sure I've got that, then I need to make sure that I have this amount by August, and this amount by June, and this amount by April, so that you can ramp it up. So you want to be, have a process for it. And yeah, deadlines can be your best friends because deadlines bring accountability. Deadlines bring a way where you have more clarity to what you're trying to achieve by having a deadline. If you wanted to run a marathon but you never knew where the finish line was, that would be extremely frustrating, and you'd probably just keep running and you don't know where to go and you don't know where you're going, and you're just going to give up and throw in the towel. And so deadlines help bring that. So make sure that it's time bound. But I want to take it even further, and I learned this from Michael Hyatt. He talks about smarter goals. So not just specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound, but E stands for exciting. You want these goals to get you pumped up and get you excited. You want these goals to motivate you, to get you energized for going out and achieving something. You know, if you're trying to set a goal that you're not really all that interested in, I mean, you can pretty much just throw in the towel now, because you need that drive. You need that passion in order to meet the goals. So make sure that it's a goal that's exciting. It's something that you visualize yourself, what you're going to be like in the future when you achieve this goal, whether it's weight loss, whether it's selling 6 figures in sales on Amazon, whether it's, being able to spend more time with your family, whatever those goals are. Think about how you're going to feel and to picture yourself, visualize yourself there, and then, make it exciting. So that's the E for smarter goals. And then the final R is relevant. You want to make sure that your goals match up with the current season of your life. If you're at home and you have, kids at home, that changes the kind of goals that you create than if you're single and, living on your own. They'll have different type of goals that are realistic for both of you. That depends on how much capital you have going into 2016, whether or not you're going to be able to reinvest it enough time. And so, are your goals realistic? Is it something that, is it relevant? Is it something that matches up with your current situation? So I want to break this down a little bit more. Trying to get organized. I want to get organized. So I think a good way to flesh that out, when you say organized, there's different ways to be organized. Organized with your finances, organized with the things in your house, organized with your business, organized with lots of different ways. So then you want to pick what is it you want to get organized in. And then so say it's going to be organize your home office. Maybe you've got a home office, maybe there's a separate room that you have especially for your Amazon business, or maybe you have a corner of your, you've got a desk at your house that you run this out of, or maybe you even have a warehouse and you got, who knows, there's different situations. But if you're like, I want to get organized with my home office. So what can I do to be organized by July of 2016? Well, first I need to get my desk drawers organized. So that'll be, I'm going to get my desk drawers organized by January. And in February, I'm going to make sure that all my supplies in the supply closet are all organized, or the supplies that are underneath the table, stuff under the table, that those are all going to be organized. And then March, you know what? I'm going to make sure I get all my receipts organized. I've got a lot of receipts around my desk. I need my receipts organized. And you just kind of keep going so that by July, you are more organized. And so break it down into something that's measurable, achievable, realistic, something that excites you. And, you know, hopefully getting organized excites you. It does me. I love to organize. I mean, it's like a recreational activity for me to organize. I love to organize our garage. I organize our closets all the time. I love it. And it's something that I enjoy. And so make sure that it's something that excites you. And you know what? Even if you have a goal that you know you need to achieve, and it's not a very exciting or sexy goal, maybe give yourself a reward for getting it. If you know that you need to get organized, but it's not something that really excites you, set a reward up for yourself. Maybe be like, okay, if I am able to, you know, achieve this goal by July of 2016, then I'm going to go out and treat myself to something. And I'll take $10 or $15 a month and save it until July of 2016, and I'll have the cash. I won't have to be like, okay, well, I achieved it, but now I don't even have the money to pay for it. Set aside the money so that you have a way to be rewarded, so that you're excited about that. So there's some ways to work around it, because I know sometimes there's goals that we know we need to do, but we're not all that excited about. So setting yourself up a reward is something that will help you achieve those goals. Because we're more than likely to achieve the goals that we're excited about than we are the ones that, you know, just are kind of like, if I do it, I do it, and if I don't, well, I didn't do it last year and I'm still alive. So, you know, but I know you all want to grow your Amazon FBA business. I know you want to learn new things, branch out into new categories. There's so many opportunities out there to learn and grow with your Amazon FBA business. And so when you take these goals, like I said before, come up with the main goal and then break it down into pieces, into smaller goals, so that you have little, you know, mile markers along the way, so you know that you've had some success, so you know that you've come a long way and that you're getting closer to your goal, so that you don't give up. And yeah, if you go to fulltimefba.com, search the keyword goals, there's more information about setting goals. You know, like the importance of writing down your goals. It's been shown that the people who actually write down their goals are far more likely to actually achieve them than those that just keep the goals in their brain. There's something about transferring it from your brain through your hand to paper, and not just typing them up, but also writing them out. That's transfer somehow helps the goals like take root in your brain and cause you to have better success. And my last tip as we go, adjust your goals as needed. I mean, there's goals that, like Rebecca and I, at the beginning of last year, we set up 10 huge goals. Some of them we accomplished by June of this year, and some of them life happened, things changed, and we adjusted them. There's one goal that we completely threw out the window. There's other goals that we put a pause on. There's other goals that were like, you know what? Things have kind of changed since then. What if we just tweak the goal this way a little bit? And I think it will still keep the spirit behind the goal, but we're able to do better by just tweaking things. So adjust things as you go. Don't just have a mindset of failure because you think that, you know what, I'm not where I'm supposed to be and I'm just going to give up. Do that. Do me a favor. Go to fulltimefba.com, put in the search word goals. I've got a whole blog post about this, what we've just talked about. And in the comment section, leave your goals. Leave a comment about what your goals are. There's a blog post called Setting the Goal of Full-Time FBA. And if that's your goal, or even if your goal is to just make good money on the side with Amazon FBA, leave a comment and be able to, and let me know what your goals are. And this way, you know, it's out there for the world to see. There's some accountability, and I can follow up later and see how you're doing with your goals, and it'll be fun. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, I'd appreciate a little thumbs up below. That would be really cool. And if you have a comment or a question, you can do that below too. Any of the links that we talked about during this video, you can find that in the description below, and it will take you right where you need to go. And if you want to be sure you don't miss out on any of the future videos, be sure you subscribe to this channel, and you'll be able to get notifications when our new videos are posted, so you don't miss out on any Amazon FBA information. And if you want to learn more about me and the website, come to fulltimefba.com, where, as always, it's my goal to give you the strategies, the tools, and the confidence you need to turn part-time hours into a full-time income with Amazon. Well, that's all for today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.